Hi, it's Ian Banks, Atoll. I'm working on the public art strategy for the public art and Riverside campus strategy for Garthdee and Robert Gordon University. I've started off, this is going to be a first of a series of videos, but I've started off just going on to the other side of the Dee just to have a look at the library tower and the kind of the overall relationship of the campus to the river. It's something that Jim Buckley, I think, amongst a few others, recommended, and I think it was certainly a good starting point. So I'm going to piece together a number of sort of views and sort of splice those together and upload them to the blog. So anyway, let's see how we go. So obviously the library tower is now considerably well on. The intention is to maybe look at installing some kind of lighting or interactive media to that library tower, and the proposal that I've tabled certainly is to work with an artist called Clive Gilman from Dundee, along with a lighting specialist called Lightfolio based in Edinburgh. And what we'll be looking at is to collaborate with the project management team and the client to see if there's a way of influencing the lighting, creative lighting on this project at this relatively late stage of procurement. The overall context of the river obviously is absolutely spectacular. I mean, it's a very, very powerful river, very famous river, of course, not least of which the relationship to the port of Aberdeen, but also in its own right in terms of fishing, salmon, etc. It's in spate, I believe, at the moment, and that's really just only from me being a fisherman looking at the what looks to be grass under cover there. So it looks to be higher than its sort of mean level, which is not surprising given the amount of rainfall we've had. But I think if you look on the riverside, it's a fairly dense cover all the way along the campus, but either through accident or design, and I need to find this out, the two trees that form the barrier between the library tower and the river don't look to be the healthiest specimens. It'd be interesting if there's to see if there's any arboricultural surveys done on those, but may have a bearing on the master plan. So further on upriver, as I say, the height of the ground where the buildings are sitting fluctuates. It does go pretty high, and obviously a very steep bankment sort of running down to the river. And then interestingly, on this side of the river is a series of semi-derelict, or derelict really, old vernacular buildings. Be interesting to find out who owns this land and who owns these buildings. Obviously plumb prime for development. I think there was mention in the long-term vision in terms of the ultimate, looking at perhaps even a bridge across the river, although to be honest, given the huge size of the river and its ability to go into massive spate like this, means it'd be a pretty major structure and an expensive structure, probably looking at even possibly some kind of suspension bridge, I would guess. But that doesn't mean to say it's not a good idea. It is interesting though what might happen on this side of the river, so we'll look into that. So I think that sort of concludes that little trip. You can see behind me Belty Pool. I'm presuming that's a famous beat, salmon beat on the Dee, probably guiding the fishermen, but I'll do some research on that. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to string together a few of these sort of mini videos, just assessing I suppose the wider context outside of the campus, and then sort of marry those together with some actually based in the campus. All right.